welcome to another episode of the fucking awesome Game Review Show. Gonna do something a little different this episode. It's gonna kind of be a first for the channel and first for the review show. We're actually going to review the new 3DS XL. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in the history of my channel, I believe, I'm actually going to do a review on a game system. Okay, so it's a handheld, but whatever. Who knows? I might end up doing more of these in the future, seeing how well this goes. But in the meantime, here we go. Nintendo 3DS XL. What does it have to offer? Well, let's just go take a look at that. So if you want to go ahead and take a look right here, I don't know how well it's going to look on the screen because, you know, the brightness, the thing might go. They have actually, like they were saying, they were improving the 3D on it, which they actually did. It doesn't, you know, with the original 3DS, you pretty much had to sit there and like hold it at a ridiculous angle if you wanted to get some pretty decent view of the 3D. But it actually, they have improved on it. It's still a little blur if you look at a certain angle, but it just does adjust itself. However, during some cut scenes, when they're moving around a lot, it does cause kind of a blur and can't really keep up with what's going on. So far, I've only noticed that while playing Monster Hunter 4. So it's really hard to tell at this point. So I'm just going to go ahead and boot up the game real quick so I can show you how this is working and stuff. So basically, you know, I got the 3DS version because the regular size version didn't come out here in the States. And yeah, so I can actually look at it from certain angles, and it does take a minute to adjust itself to my eyes, but it can actually go ahead and still do the 3D while adjusting it, even though it takes a few minutes and it might blur a bit. But in all honesty, are you really going to sit there playing like this the whole time? Like, that's ridiculous. Who does that? But if you look at it straight on, it works pretty well. It does have the little C stick right there. It seems kind of stiff. It doesn't seem to move. And yet, I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. Okay, it's not doing anything here because you're in town, so the camera doesn't move around. So let me go ahead and just leave town real quick, and it won't let me do it, but anyway. But yeah, it does, even though the I guess you want to call it C-stick or whatever, doesn't really move when you push it. It does move in the direction that you are putting the thing in. So when you're playing Monster Hunter, it actually does pretty good for the camera control, which I cannot demonstrate right now because I'm in town and not doing a mission. I really didn't think this one through, did I? But anyway, it works pretty good, and I did play Smash Brothers in it, and it does work like the C-stick does on the console version, so you can do like the quick smash or whatever. The quick, but it does work. It does feel kind of weird because it is a bit stiff, so it's definitely there, but it does help, and I can see that we'll utilize it for future games for camera control or anything else. The buttons themselves, I mean, I got the red one. It's all one color. The letters on the buttons are actually colored, but it's kind of hard to tell. You can probably tell better if you had like the black one, but I got the red one because I don't know, I like the red one for some reason. When I had the regular size 3DS, it was the red one, so I figured continued edition, go ahead and get the red one. So yeah, it's going and stuff like that. The slide pad here still works just as good as it did in the last one. You can also use this to control the camera in this game and then like make options and stuff like that. So the 3D slider, you can go on and off. It's got the volume control, pretty much the same. So yeah, close like the original thing. A couple of weird things that seem to bother me with this is like everything is now on the bottom. Well, the headphone jack is on the bottom, which it was on the last one, so that's not a big deal. But the game, the thing down here where you insert the game is actually on the bottom. I thought that was kind of weird, but because I'm sitting there looking at this thing, and it took me a while to figure out how to turn this thing on because they put the button like right here, also at the bottom. It's actually an awkward space for it. If you ask me, it takes away convenience. I liked it where it was on the original. It's kind of like right here, so you can hold it down. I don't know, maybe they moved it because they got the start select buttons right there, and they don't want you to accidentally turn off the power, which I might have done every once in a while for the older 3DS. So maybe it's a good thing it's down there, but it takes some getting used to. And it's still got start select, it's got the home button. It just has a home button right here, and stuff like that. Otherwise, and they put the stylus is now also on the bottom. It was on the top on the last one. but you can, and this one doesn't, it doesn't expand like the last one. The last one was like kind of short, but you can expand it. It doesn't do that with this one. It's just one size fits all, but it goes there in the bottom and stuff like that. I guess one other criticism which a lot of people had was to get to the SD card you have to take the back off. You have like the 2 screwdrivers. You need screwdrivers to take it off and get the SD card, you know, if you want to swap it out for a bigger one. It also has the buttons on the side. Here, actually, it has the ZR buttons. These were not on the DS, the regular 3DS, I believe, and I'm not 100% sure if they were on the 3DS XL original one. I don't know. So, and the game is also supposed to sport amiibo support, so you go ahead and you put the, I'm guessing when you get the amiibos you put them on screen and go from there. Don't really plan on using amiibos for that because I didn't plan on using them for the Wii U. I probably won't use them here, but you never know. Maybe something interesting will happen in the future and I'll be like, okay, now I have to get an amiibo to use that feature. So, we'll see. Yeah, that's pretty much my review of the 3DS here. I think it was an alright system. I was going to upgrade anyway and decided to go ahead and get the new 3DS when I heard about it. It's a good thing I waited on that, otherwise if I bought a 3DXL earlier, I would have been really pissed and probably wouldn't have bought this one. So, that's basically all I'll say about that. So, pretty decent system. I like it. It's supposed to have games that are supposed to improve, like, it's more powerful for games they're going to make in the future that won't play on older 3DSs, which I honestly think was kind of a bullshit move, but whatever. Other than that, and the fact that it doesn't come with a power cord, I mean, come on, that's just, oh, it'll be cheaper without the power cord. I don't understand that logic, but whatever. I already had a power cord from the last one. Didn't really affect me at all, but I can see where people would be pissed if they haven't bought a 3DS in the past up until now. So overall, I will go ahead and give this a B+. It does have some improvements. So the one, the 3D is definitely better, and it doesn't like blur out as much or cause the ghosting as you're doing as you have it at certain angles. So yeah, it's a pretty decent system. The price is still $199, so it didn't go down or anything, or maybe it went up. I don't remember what 3DS XLs were before this, but I think they were $199. So yeah. Other than that, it's alright. Still has all the capabilities going online and stuff like that. You can use your if you have a Wii U, you can use the Nintendo Network, which I think works on this too. I don't know if it's 3DS only anymore. But yeah, that is basically my review of the 3DS XL. And that's it. So I will see you guys next time.